It was a dark and stormy night, and I was home alone. Me, being a 12-year-old, home alone, thought that it would be a good idea to play the midnight game. So I started the game. First, I grabbed a piece of paper and wrote my name on it. Then I got a drop of my blood and dropped it on the paper. After that, I proceeded to grab a candle and a few matches. Then I closed all the lights, but before starting, I checked the time and it was 12:03. I was going to have to survive 2 hours and 57 minutes. I hurried to the front door, unlocked it, and stepped out. Once I was outside, I closed the door behind me and shouted, "Come, Midnight Man!" 13 times. Afterwards, I put the paper with my name and blood on in front of the front door. I started the game. In the beginning, I just sat on the sofa staring at the candle in my hand. After a while, I got bored and started exploring the rest of the house. I started with my room and it looked quite different with only the candle illuminating the room. I continued exploring the rooms for approximately 2 hours and 30 minutes. While exploring the rooms, I noticed something peculiar. Things were being moved around and the sofa changed colors multiple times. The once gray sofa was now neon purple with a tint of pink, but the last time I checked on it, it was bloodshot red. After looking at the sofa, I went back into the kitchen, and this time the chairs were stacked neatly on the table. A few flower pots were also placed on the chairs. I now entered the bathroom, and I was a little startled to see blood in the bathtub and the letters I, C, and U written on the mirror. I read it out loud and was horrified when I realized that it meant ICU. It had been a while since I had checked the time, so I headed back to the hall where we had a clock. I held the candle close to the clock and read the time out loud, 2:49. Just as I had said that, I started to feel a presence. I was no longer alone. I looked behind me and there was a shadow hanging from the ceiling while slowly approaching. Then it all went black. The next day, all the news would talk about was the disappearance of a young girl named Emma. Her body was never found, but some claimed they had seen her late at night wandering the woods near her house the same night she disappeared.